Hello, everybody, and sorry for the little technical challenge here. I'm sitting in Hong Kong as I'm currently on our Asia tour visiting to our key markets, China, and I was earlier today in Tokyo. But let me introduce our company first, and I'll get back to Asia a little bit later on. So my name is Andreas Jank. I am the CEO of the Finnish fashion company Marita Huurinainen. I'm probably a little bit of an odd case here because, first of all, I'm actually not Finnish. I'm originally from Germany, and I moved into to Finland because I believe that together with Marita, we can build something unique in the fashion world. You have to know my background. I am not from fashion or retail. I used to be an investment banker, but what really got me convinced into entering the field of fashion was fur. And the reason is that Marita, she has developed a very unique concept of fur. And in today's fashion world, fur is it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's a huge market. It's on all the runway shows. Consumers are really excessively consuming fur. And on the other hand, it's also something very many consumers don't like to use fur because of the ethical reasons of fur farming, that animals are kept in small cages, they suffer and die ultimately to become a fashion icon. And this is where I got really hooked on Marita's business concept and why I actually decided to quit my job in investment banking, move to London and invest my money into this company. Because there is this concept of wild Finnish fur, which actually offers a solution to this dilemma. In Finland, a large number of animals are hunted need to be hunted because there is just too many of them and they endanger other species or they spread diseases. And these furs are usually not used for anything. They're often just thrown away as waste. And the idea has then developed that one should make fur garments out of these excessive fur waste and offer actually a solution where no animal is harmed for fashion and animals have lived in the free environment, so they can really be considered as furs where people really don't have to feel guilty for using them. So this was the idea that Marita has developed and brought to me, and then we decided, okay, let's start a company and build a fashion company based on this concept. And at the same time, we also had something different, which was this very unique wooden shoe concept that Marita has designed. It is a design pattern that is internationally protected, so we're the only ones who are allowed to do it, and it has already been considered by now as a Finnish design icon. So we started our company on this very different fur concept, and then with this very interesting shoes. And why it's important to have this in mind, if you kind of enter a market like fashion, and you want to create a new brand, a new business, it's very important to have something different to stand out at the beginning. So something that people just recognize you for, something nobody else has. So you stand out and you build your brand on these concepts, and then at a later stage you can leverage your brand and bring on more volume products. So we are in a lucky position that we have two strong concepts that nobody else in the fashion world has, and I have to say that we are until now, we're the only brand that offers ethical wild fur. All the other brands just use farm fur. So we have started this business 3 years ago, first with the shoes and then with the fur concept. And as we then kind of moved along, as people liked our brand so much, they have started to ask for more products. So by now we're like a fully fully lifestyle fashion company, which in addition to the furs and shoes also have a complete clothing line for ladies. So we offer kind of ladies dresses, jackets, knitwear, and so on. So we have a very complete product offering, which is important to keep in mind, as many of our retailers, they want to buy in the complete Marita Huurinainen look. So we we get in maybe with one product like the shoes because they get really excited of seeing something that they haven't seen before, and as they kind of buy in one product, we can easily cross-sell them many other products. For example, I give you an example I give you is that we one of our retailers from Korea, they came across us because we had this very interesting shoe design, and as they saw the full product offering, they also started ordering our clothing line. So in that sense, we are like a fashion company which has like the volume of its business on the clothing line, but we kind of really are building the brand with the wild fur. I said we started this business 3 years ago. By now we are aiming to get $500,000 of revenues by the end of the year. For the first half of the year, we have already doubled our revenues versus last year, more than 125%. And what's important to say is that we are already now very international. We sell our products to stores in 15 different countries, and already now more than half our revenues is coming from abroad. We have this year qualified for the TechES Young Innovative Companies program, which also kind of recognizes our strong growth potential. And one thing that I kind of already can say that in the past 3 years, as we have kind of really worked hard to promote the wild fur concept, we can see that in our home market, which is Finland. This already works very well, that we are managing to convince people who otherwise would not wear fur that they buy our product. So my favorite quote is Mintu Räikkönen, the wife of Kimi Räikkönen, who heard about our concept, and she sent us an email saying that she always wanted to have a mink fur coat, but she felt so bad for the animals that she didn't buy one, and then she contacted us to order basically her own ethical mink fur coat from us. And that shows that there is a demand for ethical fur, and we are successfully educating the consumers that there is actually a chance to enjoy this, to be able to enjoy fur with a good conscience without having to feel bad for the animals. As we kind of then build our brand, especially abroad, it's always going to be the fur concept and the shoes that we push forward, with which we kind of get the consumer's attention, and then kind of follow on, bring other products out to the market as well. A quick overview about our team. So the company was founded by Marita and me 3.5 years ago. By now, we have grown into a team which is exceeding more than 5 full-time employees. We have a few additional people that work in our flagship store in the center of Helsinki in Gallery Esplanade. And what I'm quite proud to say is that especially for our growth internationally, we have managed to recruit sales agents for a number of key markets. As I'm now here in Hong Kong, we have just started our sales to the Chinese market. We have a local showroom based here in Hong Kong, with whom we have now acquired the first clients in China that will receive our products. And we already have a few months ago started cooperation with our Japanese importer, which got us into the 2 most known department store chains in Japan. At the same time, we have hired new sales agents in Western Europe that have been formerly the sales agents of Marimekko. So that's the case for Germany, the Benelux area, and Denmark. And there we have already started the sale of our Spring/Summer 17 collection with these agents. And over the last 2 months, we have already acquired more than 20 new clients in these countries that will carry our collection for next year. So we can already see that our growth is continuing and likely even to as we have now set up a very strong distribution platform for almost 10 countries. And the focus is on Asia, Western Europe, and on the US market. So that's in a nutshell the company overview. We are raising funding at the moment to support our growth. Our campaign on Invesdor is still running for roughly 4 weeks. We're aiming to collect at least 100,000 euros at this stage. We probably will do future fundraising rounds in the next year, and this money is mostly going to be spent on sales and marketing. As I said, in Finland it has worked very well to educate the consumers about the alternative ethical fur concept that we can offer, and we plan to spend the investments that we will raise on other markets, where we will increase our marketing efforts to tell the wild fur concept to consumers. So this will be what we want to spend the most money on. I think that's it with my presentation, and I look forward to your questions.